Furnishing an empty apartment from scratch is a heavy lift, both financially and logistically. You're trying to make a blank space livable under a strict deadline, tracking delayed shipments and missing hardware. Let's map this problem out. The x-axis is time spent sourcing, against your ergonomic confidence on the y-axis. Online sourcing sits in the bottom right. You spend weeks curating with zero confidence and comfort. The alternative sits top left, the local mega depot. By stepping off the internet and into a centralized physical location, you're trading infinite scroll for immediate physical verification, cutting your sourcing time down to a single afternoon. To see how this plays out in practice, we're looking at a specific case study, Sri Swathi Srinivasa Furnitures. It's a localized operation built on a very simple premise, housing every major category of home furniture under one roof. We aren't talking about abstract art or niche tabletop decor here. The inventory targets the heavy, primary requirements to make a house function: beds, dining tables, and large-scale storage. The reality of this approach is that you are restricted to the physical inventory curated by the proprietor, in this specific depot's case, Pala Venkata Siva Krishna. If it's not on the floor, you aren't buying it. But that physical restriction grants you something the internet can't: tactile verification. You get to test the foam, knock on wood, and check the hinges. Choosing a local depot means deciding that getting your foundational pieces right on the first try is more valuable than hunting down an internet-famous designer chair that might take 6 months to ship. Let's look at this comparison matrix breaking down the depot's inventory into 3 functional categories. We'll start by highlighting the first column, space optimizers. The catalog specifically highlights items meant for multi-use living, like corner sofas, diwans, and sofa-cum beds. These are mechanical pieces. When you buy them locally, your input is an afternoon of testing out the folding mechanisms, feeling the lock of the hinges, and checking if the foam density works for both sitting and sleeping. The necessary trade-off is aesthetic limitation. You have to select from the upholstery fabrics currently sitting on the showroom floor. Compare that to ordering a hybrid piece online. It might have the exact velvet finish you want, but if the internal frame bends after 3 nights of use, it's useless. For complex furniture doing double duty in a small apartment, mechanical reliability has to take priority over a highly customized look. Moving to the middle column, we hit the heavy fundamentals. This section covers dense, low-complexity items like solid dining tables and large storage units, specifically wooden and iron almirahs. Sourcing a 200-pound iron almirah locally removes the hidden risk of freight shipping. Trying to repackage and return a dented metal wardrobe to a national e-commerce brand is a logistical nightmare that will eat up days of your time. You do have to coordinate local heavy transport to get it to your house, though. Local store owners frequently have a dedicated truck ready to facilitate the delivery that same day. Sourcing your heavy, hard-to-move pieces locally acts as a logistical shield. A minor delivery coordination protects you against restrictive national freight return policies. The final column covers the highest stakes category, ergonomic investments. This encompasses items that require absolute tactile verification, like recliners and branded mattresses. The catalog explicitly offers a highly specific service here: manufacturing mattresses exactly to your custom dimensions. If you have an inherited non-standard bed frame or an antique cot, an off-the-shelf size won't work. Getting it cut precisely ensures a flawless fit, which translates directly to uninterrupted sleep quality. You will have to wait out the local manufacturing lead time. It won't arrive on your doorstep the next afternoon like a compressed bed in a box. But because these pieces physically support your body for hours every day, spending the extra time to get custom sizing and in-person testing yields the highest return on investment of any choice in your home. This brings us to the ultimate premise of this catalog: sourcing every single component of your home, from the dressing table to the bed frame, from one vendor. Doing this slashes your project management time to near zero. Consolidating your purchases also puts you in a strong position to negotiate a bulk pricing discount on the final invoice. The trade-off is aesthetic variety. If you buy everything from a single depot's curated inventory, your home environment will naturally skew toward a unified, uniform showroom feel. You are sacrificing the highly eclectic, personalized look that comes from hunting down distinct pieces from vintage stores and specialized retailers over several months. An all-in-one local depot isn't meant for a vanity design exercise. It is a highly strategic, calculated play to optimize for speed and mechanical reliability. Let's review the Depot Readiness Score checklist. Aesthetic purists chasing internet trends will be frustrated, but check the boxes if you're furnishing multiple rooms on a tight deadline, a renter needing heavy-duty space-saving hybrids, or prioritizing tactile testing for mattresses and recliners. If you match that profile, bypass the endless scrolling and the fractured delivery schedules. Call 988-576-1636 to speak directly with the team. Acknowledging your constraints is the first step to making a smart purchase. Sourcing your foundational pieces from a physical location, like Sri Swathi Srinivasa Furnitures, is simply the fastest, most reliable path to finishing your home with confidence.